Now we go to the round in review. Brandy, you aren't with us on Friday. We do need to talk about Sharks and Dragons with you. Dragons led 18-6. In one half to the Sharks, can you say the Sharks are back, or you've got still massive question marks on them?
Absolutely. I thought it was a pretty ordinary game. Like the Dragons' their first two tries to get them up 12-0. Damien Cook, there was nothing happening. There was an offload. Cole Flanagan turned forward back inside. Damien Cook standing there wondering what the hell's going on. The ball ended up in his hands. He scored a great individual try. The King Tongia scored a pretty good individual try too. Some ragged defence from the Sharks. 18-6 at half-time. You thought, well, if Cronulla gets some ball, the Dragons still might go down, which they did. So the Sharks looked all right in the second half, but, Andrew, not great. The Sharks didn't look great, but they won comfortably in the end.
Sharks-Broncos this Sunday becomes an interesting game. Now, Friday night, Titans and Sea Eagles. As you know, I have no trust for the Titans. I suppose I've got to extend it to Manly now. I have no trust in Manly at all. Sean Ormerod said $150 to win the spoon, Manly, at the moment with the bye this week. But they're only two off the bottom.
Two off the bottom. That's right. I don't think they win the spoon, but pretty disappointing performance coming in against a side that were without their state of origin players. So Tino and Mo Fodawaker weren't there. Bo Firma was very good. Jaden Campbell and AJ Brimson were way too good for Manly. Manly, DCE, Tom Trebojevic, there wasn't much happening.
No tackle bust from Tom. Daly Cherry Evans' kicking game went to poop in the match. Like realistically, it really did.
3 tries in 8 minutes the Titans scored.
You know what the golf commentators would say about Daly Cherry Evans' kicking game the other night?
Go on. Nothing.
That's it. They'd say nothing.
Just leave
That's it. They'd just leave it. They'd say nothing.
Yeah. Anyway, so Manly in a bit of a spot of bother. They do get the bye this weekend. So that will help them and the Dragons think about what happened over the weekend. Newcastle and the Roosters, Saturday night. Again, didn't hit any high marks, did it?
No.
It wasn't. Actually, this weekend was probably the first weekend where you thought, not much. Suffering because of Origin. Suffering because of Origin.
Well,
players out. Well, yeah.
Quality of team. Dolphins only had one out and they put 58 on.
I'm just saying the round across the board, I thought
Sharks have no one
suffered because of the Origin players missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Knights and Roosters. Knights now find themselves level on the bottom with the Eels and the Titans, just 4 against, keeping them ahead.
Hastings was okay.
Yeah. But should they have won the game?
The Knights?
Yeah. Should they have done more and won the game?
Probably.
They've scored 1 try. They've tryless second half. Like the tryless half stat is now embarrassing for Newcastle. That is explained to me in the modern game that you don't get 1. They've done it now.
Yep.
8, 9 first halves without a try.
That is with Fletcher Sharp and Kalen Ponga that they've struggled to score points. They were without both those players on Saturday. So. Pretty tough. Anyway, the Roosters will take the win. As James Tedesco said after the game, we didn't play good, but we won. Sometimes that has to happen. Got a bit lucky with the Siwa Wong try. But the Roosters, who play the Cowboys, well, they play the Cowboys this Sunday.
Yes. Now, Dolphins have, for a team that started the season 0-4, suddenly they've got the second best points differential in the competition. They're scoring a mountain of points. And their teams they are just wiping the floor with at the moment. The Cowboys the latest.
Do they wipe the floor with the Newcastle Knights this weekend? That's who they play. And the Dolphins have been great to watch over the last 3 weeks, Andrew. Lots working for them. They will be without Felice Kafusi. And while they've been racking up the points, things have to happen in the middle for that to lead to points. And it has been. Bench has been good. Kerr and Mark Nichols have been great. Kurt Donahue has been fantastic for them. But take Felice Kafusi out, that's a bit of, the physical presence will be missed.
Well, I'll say this. We don't have a big audience in Perth, obviously, with a time difference, but it's not bad timing to send the Dolphins attack over to Perth because that's where they're playing this Saturday. The Dolphins Knights is in Perth on the back of Origin.
Is it?
So if there's Origin, hangover, go and watch some good rugby league. You're going to watch the best attacking side in the competition right at the moment. So
right.
Dolphins playing in Perth. But a word on the Cowboys. Starting to we use the expression a lot, stinking up the joint, but they are at the moment, and
they're pretty
They
ordinary.
had nothing.
They had nothing
at the end.
Nothing.
A long way out from the end of the game.
Yeah.
They had nothing. Hooker, half, 5'8". Jake Clifford, something, mate, something, nothing. They had no cohesion around Hooker. I know there was some disruption in the first half. Drinkwater went for an HIA, and then the player who came on for him, Duffy, went for an HIA. But I just saw, you wonder. Oh.
Storm put 38 on them the week
needed.
before, and they did miss. They missed Dearden and Robson and their state of origin players, but it's getting a bit wobbly for the Cowboys.
Yes,
and we finished up with South and the Dogs yesterday. I thought the Dogs, the Dogs led 18-0 in the first 16 minutes, which was enough to win them the game. I know South came back, but the Dogs were perfect, clinical. Kick chase again. Their kick chase game is the best in the competition at the moment. Defence will win big games, and their defence is fantastic. They completed before the break. They were 17 from 17.
Yes.
Then the rain came, the storm, and South, to their credit, got themselves close enough, but the Dogs were 18-0 after 16 minutes, set up the win.
26 competition points for the Bulldogs, and with the bye, their third bye coming up this weekend. So the teams with the byes this weekend will have 7 matches this week. Bulldogs, Sea Eagles, Dragons, and we've got the under-19s on show on Thursday night.
Are you calling that?
Yes.
So am I.
Long day. Long day. You're going to be up at 2:30 a.m. and still calling footy 10 o'clock that night. But not to worry. Put that aside.
Is that in between plane trips too?
Yeah,
you
plane
fly
trips,
home and then,
the Perth trip. Now, on Origin, are you prepared to lock in now? Tip, margin, man of the match, try, or do you need extra time?
Well, it's only 2 days away.
Yes,
we may as well lock it all in.
Do you want to lock it in now, do you?
Yeah, why not?
Want to lock it in? Okay, here we go, folks. So if you've got any sort of sound effect, Charlie, you can put in there.
Got something. What about
get
you play that?
attention?
What about you play
nothing.
that "Where Are the Cowboys" song?
Yeah, something with the rest of the 2
We're still Queenslanders.
We've done today. Well played, Billy. Graham Eddersley, are you there? You're telling me Scott Morrison's not on hold anymore? We don't have Scott Morrison anymore. Can't believe
Done.
that. What about
It's
Albo?
just the way of the world now.
AB's there. Elbow there. Elbow. All right.
You know, Michael, doctors say a proper breakfast includes eggs, bacon, and breakfast with Vossy and Brandy. So get your daily fix through our socials and listen live on SEN Radio.